So I've got a bit of a truth bomb for you today. Not everybody likes you. And that's awesome! Okay, so you're probably sat there thinking, what the hell is she talking about? How can she say not everybody likes me? How does she even know not everybody likes me? She doesn't even know me. Well, here's the thing. Not everybody is going to like anybody. It doesn't matter who you are, how wonderful you are, how lovely you are, how talented you are, how phenomenal you are. It doesn't matter, because there is not a single person in the world who is universally liked. And that's actually a really good thing. If you stop and think about it for just a second, it's perfectly okay that not everybody likes you, because you don't like everybody. You don't want to work with just anybody. You want to work with a very specific type of person. Now, you might actually have sat down and thought about this and written out a profile for your ideal client. Or it might just be a subconscious thing that you kind of know what kind of people you like working with and what kind of people you don't. Now, if you haven't done this already, I really recommend that you do it, because defining your ideal client and the person that you really truly love working with will really help you in your marketing. It'll really help you in your blogging. It'll really help you in your business. The better you understand the person you want to work with, the more efficiently you will attract that type of person. And this is where the whole not everybody likes you thing comes in. Now, I talk an awful lot about authenticity and the need to be authentic in your blogging and to really be yourself. And I get a lot of people saying to me, well, do I really want to actually be myself? Because not everybody likes me, and that's good. The kind of people you want to work with are going to be the sort of people that really click with you, the kind of people that just get you, that love you. They love your style, they love your sense of humour, they love the particular thing that you do in your niche that nobody else can do the way you do it. And if you weren't you, you wouldn't be able to do your thing your way. And that's what they love about you. That's what they want you for. And the people who don't love you and don't want that from you are not the people that you want to work with. So why would you want everybody to love you when you don't want to work with everybody? Get it? The thing about authenticity is, if you're being inauthentic in any way, it is really obvious. It's very easy to see through someone who is putting up a facade, even if it's a very professional facade, and the reason they're doing it is because they want to appear very kind of corporate, very straight-laced, very professional, and you know, they'll do everything exactly as you want it to, and that's fine, it works for some people. But what I find for entrepreneurs is when you have your own business, when you run your own business, to a great extent you are your business. And if you're doing any kind of content marketing, so blogging, vlogging, even social media, if you try and put on a front when you're doing that, it's just not going to work, and nobody's going to click with it, nobody's going to mesh with it, nobody's going to like it, because they can sense that there isn't really a real person behind it. If, on the other hand, you are your fabulous self, people will get to know, like, and trust the real you, and the people who really love you are going to absolutely adore you. And they are going to be the people that you want to be working with anyway. They are the people you want to attract to your business, so doing it this way is the perfect way of attracting your ideal client. But the reason it's so awesome that not everybody likes you is that it automatically filters out a massive number of people that you really wouldn't want to work with. So the people that aren't going to click with you, the people that are going to find you annoying, the people that are going to think your Northern English accent is a bit weird, the people who are going to dislike the fact that you occasionally drop an F-bomb, the people who aren't going to like your clothes and wonder what the friggin' hell is she doing wearing that? Like, really? She's wearing that? The people who think like this, they're not your people. They're not the people you want to work with. So simply by being yourself, simply by allowing that natural process of people liking you or disliking you to happen, you automatically filter out a bucket load of people that you really don't want to deal with. One brilliant example of this is when I started vlogging. And I knew right off the bat that going from blogging to vlogging was going to be a bit of a transition, both for me and for my readers. They were used to reading my words on the computer screen, on their phones, on their iPads. They weren't used to seeing me, they weren't used to hearing me, and they weren't used to the kind of full-on personality that comes behind the words that they've been reading. Because even though they're your words, when they're not said with your inflections, when they're not given with your particular flair, it does come across as a little bit flat, and it can be quite difficult to kind of get a feel for the personality and the intention behind those words, which is why some people will occasionally misunderstand something you've said. You might have made a joke and they've taken it the wrong way. You might have said something perfectly seriously and they thought you were joking, or that was in poor taste. The reason that happens is because without being able to see somebody's facial expressions, without being able to hear the tone of their voice and really just sort of get a sense of how it is they're saying something, it's very easy to misinterpret it, which is why you often find people being quite cautious when they write and when they blog, because they want to make sure that nothing they say is misinterpreted in the absence of all of this. Okay? So it's a lot easier to know what I'm saying and how I'm meaning things and whether I'm joking or not when you can see me. But the thing is, going from that distant, detached, just reading your words on a blog to getting the full-on, oh crap, she actually does dress like that, oh my god, she really does talk like that. And well, let's be honest, talking is not even remotely as polished and edited and pretty as my normal blogs would be. I don't have an auto cue, okay? I'm not doing this off a script. I have no script. I don't even have notes. The most I ever do, and this isn't for this one, this is for the one I'm doing next. I don't know if you can read that. That's a list of 5 things that I want to talk about in my next vlog that I'm recording after this one. So the vlog is on 5 sites that you need to be guest posting on. And that's my list of 5 sites. That's it, that's all I have. This isn't scripted in any way, shape or form. This is just me talking about whatever it is that I'm talking about that particular day. And when I write, obviously I have a chance to draft a post, edit a post, go over it, you know, tweak it, check it, make sure it's as perfectly pristine as possible and really get my wording absolutely spot on. Now, unless I want to sit here all day recording and re-recording and re-recording every single thing I say, it's just not going to happen. Now, I do edit these videos. I do screw up and have to go back and start again and repeat myself and do various little bits a few times to get them okay, but I'm not worried about it being word perfect, and that's because a vlog is very different to a blog. So that was the first thing that I knew was going to be a bit of an adjustment for people. And the second thing is, let's be honest, you're getting to see me in all my insane glory, and not everybody's going to like me. They're not, and that's fine. I don't mind. It really doesn't bother me, because the people who don't like me can just not watch me, and the people who do like me are going to like me all the more because I'm really being myself and they're actually getting to know me properly. So I anticipated getting a few comments off people when the vlog first went live. I was expecting it, and sure enough, you know, the first week or two I had comments flooding in from people, and the majority of them were really, really positive, saying things like, oh, it's so nice to see you on camera, I'm so proud of you for doing this, it's so nice to be able to get to know you properly and sort of see the person behind all these words. These are the sort of things that I was hoping for, and I was really, really pleased to have got those comments, that positive feedback. So thank you to those of you who said it. But there were also a few, not negative comments, but certainly comments that were more along the lines of, oh, well, I'm not really sure about the way you're doing that, maybe you should do it this way. Or, I didn't really like what you said today, I don't think you should talk about that. And that's fine, you know? Perfectly fine. Everybody is entitled to their opinion, and everybody has a right to express that opinion. So I have no issue whatsoever with people coming to me and saying, oh, you know, I think you'd do better if you did this way instead of that way. And sometimes I'll go, do you know what? You're right. Thanks. Brilliant advice. And other times I'll be like, that's not really me. And when that happens, it's a case of I'm doing things my way, not because it's my way or the highway, not because I'm right and everybody else is wrong, but just because there are certain things that work for me and certain things that don't. And I have a certain way of doing things, and that's my method, that's my methodology, that's my zone of genius. It's what I do and it's how I do it. So the people that don't like those elements of it, the people that don't like things because they just don't like my method, it's fine that they don't like that, and they are more than entitled to have that opinion and those thoughts and feelings, and there's nothing wrong with that, and I'm in no way offended by them. But the fact that they've reacted like that is actually very helpful to both of us, because I know they're not the kind of client that I want to work with, and they know that I'm not really the kind of writer that they want to work with, because for whatever reason there's something that's just not quite clicking between us. When you put yourself out there online, when you use content marketing, when you use any kind of branding that involves you as a person, even if it's nothing more than a photograph of yourself. So it doesn't matter how big it is, whether it's a tweet or a blog post or a vlog like this, if it's yours that you've put out, if it's something personal to you, and by personal I literally mean it's your person doing it, so you're saying it, it's your photograph, it's something you've written, that's you in a sense. People are either going to love it, be kind of indifferent to it, or hate it. The people you want are the people who love your stuff, like seriously love your stuff, cannot get enough of it. They are your ideal clients. They may not all be your ideal clients, but you've certainly narrowed down the pool, as it were, from, you know, all the people who are potentially looking at your stuff and reading you and watching you, to just the people that really love your stuff. And that's a big chunk of people you don't want to work with that's just automatically been filtered out. And it's been filtered out in a really polite way, in a really nice way, in a really, you know, positive way that doesn't ever require you saying to someone, I'm really sorry, but we're not a good fit. You never have to have that really awkward conversation where you say, I'm sorry, I can't work with you because you're just not, you know, right for me. It's never a nice thing to have to explain to somebody that you can't work with them. And I will admit I'm guilty of always finding a less offensive way of saying it. But not having to have that conversation with people, not having to have any kind of friction where that is concerned, because they have either decided they love you or not already, and they've done that all on their own without any prompting from you. So you've not had to have them fill in a questionnaire, you've not had to have them apply for your services, you've not had to have them go through any kind of screening process or conversation with you where you've had to ask them annoying questions that they don't really want to answer about the manner in which they work and what they want from you, because they will get a sense of what they're going to get from you just by reading your stuff, just by watching your stuff. And if they don't like it, they won't ever ask to work with you in the first place. Awesome.